Hello, dear students. My name is Rankeswar Panigrahi. So, in our last class, we have discussed about the different types of file attributes. So, today we are going to start a new topic about the file operations and the file types. So, when we are creating a file inside our computer system, we will perform different types of operations on that file, like file creation, file deletion, reading the data from the file and writing the data into the file. So, renaming the files, repositioning, that means we can move our files from one location to another location in the memory area. So, these all type of operations will be performed by using a file inside our computer system. Okay. So, we will discuss one by one. Let's go through the notes. So, file operations are of many types that can be performed by the computer system. So, first one is file create operation. So, when at the first we will create a file, that file does not contain any data. So, after creating files, we can write something into the file and we will store it inside our computer system. So, it is given here that the file is created with no data, and the file create operation is the first step of the file. Without creating any file, there is no any operation can be performed. That means when we want to extract the files and get some information about that file which is stored by any person, after using the file, we will also delete that files if it is not necessary for the coming times. So, we will access our informations from that file, and also we can write or insert some data into that file. So, these all operations are performed after the file will be created. So, the file creation is the first step of all operations performed on that file. Okay. So, the next step or the next operation is file delete operation. So, file has to be deleted when it is no longer needed, just to free up the disk space. That means, as I have told you, that when we are using a file, we will perform our necessary operations on that file. After performing our necessary operations on that file, if it is not necessary for the coming times or for our future uses, then we will delete that file to create a space or free space in our memory location. Okay. So, that's why it is given here that file has to be deleted when it is no longer needed, just to free up the disk space. Okay. So, the next point is the file delete operation is the last step of the file. That means when all the operations performed by using that file, after all the operations will be performed, we will delete a file That's why the last step of the file is file deletion. Okay. So after deleting the file, it does not exist. Next is file open operation. So before going to use a file, after creation, before going to use a file, we must open that file. Okay. So the process must open the file before using it. Next is file close operation. So after all the operations will be performed by using that file, we must close the file, and after closing the file, we will go for our next application or our next file to use. So that's why it is given here that the file must be closed to free up the internal table space when all the access are finished and the attributes and the disk addresses are no longer needed. So next is file read operation. So the file read operation is performed just to read the contents of the data that are stored in the required file. So file write operation means we will edit some informations or insert some data or informations into that file. That is called as the file write operation. That means the file write operation is used to write the data to the file again, generally at the current position. Okay. So next is a file append operation. The file append operation is same as the file write operation, except that the file append operation only add the data at the end of the file. Okay. That means when we want to add more number of data or more number of information regarding that file content or that file document, then we can put the data at the last of the file position. Okay. That's why it is called as the file append operation. Next is file seek operation. For random access files, a method is needed just to specify from where to take the data. Therefore, the file seek operation performs the task. That means when number of files are there or number of informations are there within a file, if we want to go for individual data or individual information, then we will randomly access the files one after another, and when we found our match, at that time we will take the data from the memory location. That operation is called as the file seek operation. That means here given that for random access files, a method is needed just to specify from where to take the data. Therefore, the file seek operation performs this task. Next is file get attribute operation. So the file get attributes operation are performed by the processes when they need to read the file attributes to do their required work. Next is file set attribute operation. So the file set attribute operation usually to set some of the attributes after the file has been created. Okay, that means after the file has been created, the file set attribute operation is performed into the file. Next is file rename operation. That means when we are changing the existing name of a file, that is called as the renaming operation. The file rename operation is used to change the name of the existing file. Next is reposition. The repositioning means take the file from one location in the memory and put it into the another location within the same memory is called as the repositioning. That means we can change the position of the file, okay, by moving the file from one location to another location or one directory to another directory. So the repositioning is simply moving the file pointers forward or backward depending upon the user's requirement. It is also called as file seeking. Okay. So next is truncate operation. So truncating is simply deleting the file except deleting attributes. Okay. So the file is not completely deleted, although the information stored inside the file get replaced. That means when we write some informations into a file, after we are using that informations, if we want to, don't delete the file completely, but we want to delete the informations of the file and we will replace some other informations within the same file, then that type of operation is called as the truncate operation of the file. Okay. So these are the operations based on the file. Okay. Next is the file types. So how many types of files are there? We are using the types of files within our computer system. There are many type of files are there. Notepad files are there. They are called as the text files. Document files are there. And Excel files are there. Program files are there. Executable files are there. Lots of files are there. So first one is ordinary files or simple files. So ordinary file may belongs to any type of application. For example, Notepad, Paint, C program, songs, etc. So all the files, those are created by a user, are ordinary files. That means the files that are created by the user are called as the ordinary files or simple files. Ordinary files are used for storing the information about the user programs. With the help of ordinary files, we can store the information which contains text, database, any image or any other type of information. So generally the simple files are created by the users and they are storing the information about the user programs inside it. And also with the help of the ordinary files, we can store the information based on the text, image or any type of information. Okay. So this is all about the ordinary files or simple files. So next one is directory files. So the files, those are stored into a particular directory or folder, they are called as the directory files. Whenever we are using a file or we are creating a file, if we are storing that file into a folder or into a directory, into a drive, then it is called as the directory files, because they belongs to a directory and they are stored into a directory or a folder. For example, a folder name songs which contains many songs, so that all the files of songs are known as a directory files. Okay. That means when we want to save more number of songs inside our computer system, then we can create one directory that is called as named as songs folder. After creating that folder, we put all the types of songs inside the folder song. Okay. That's why the song is called as the directory file, which contains the many number of songs within it. Okay. So this type of files are called as the directory files. So next one is special files. So the special files are those which are not created by the user, or the files, those are necessary to run a system. That means the routine files which are used by the operating system when the system is first invoked or system is switched on. At that time, the files, those are necessary to run a system. So the files, those are created by the system, means all the files of an operating system or window are refers to special files. As I have told you that routine files That means what is used by the operating systems to work a computer successfully, they are called as the special files because they are used for to continue the work on the computer system. Okay, that's why they are called as the special files. There are many types of special files are there. System files, Windows files, input-output files. All these system files are stored into the system by using system extension. Okay. That means the extension name itself also defines about the file names or special files. Okay. So next one is FIFO files. So FIFO means the first in, first out files are used by the system for executing the process into the same order. So again, the first in, first out files are used by the system for executing the processes into some order. Means to say that the files, those are come first, will be executed first, and the system maintains a order or sequence order. Okay. That means when we are discussing about the multi-programming system, there is also more number of programs are there, and the CPU is one. That's why the CPU will execute the program that comes first into the ready queue. There also the FIFO mechanism follows by the ready queue, and the FIFO means first in, first out. That means the first file is coming to the system or coming to the CPU will be executed first, and it will be sent to the output. Okay. So when a user requests for a service from the system, then the requests of the user are arranged into some files, and all the requests of the system will be performed by the system by using some sequence order in which they are entered, or we can say that all the files or requests those are received from the users will be executed by using some order, which is also called as a first in, first out of FIFO order. That means if some problems are created while using the computer system, then all the problems are arranged first into a sequence. They are called as the first in, first out principle, and the first problem arises that will be executed first, and it will solve first, and the last that is executed, and the last problem that is invoked in our computer system will be executed at the last. That's why the first in, first out principle or sequence is also working in the computer systems when it needs some services. Okay. So this is all about the file types. So generally file types are of 4 types. They are ordinary files or simple files, directory files, and special files. So these are the file types, and the file operation are also different types of file operations are there. They are file create operation. So this is the first step, and file delete operation. This is the last step. And file open operation, file close operation, and the file read operation, file write operation, and the file append operation, file seek operation, file get attribute operation, file set attribute operation, file rename operation, and file truncate operation, reposition operation. So these are all the about the file operations and the file types. So this is about the file operation and the file types. Thank you.